Okay, hi class. So we're going to go over that house music arrangement assignment that we went over yesterday. So I'll do the first part of the figuring out the chord progression with the notes. Okay, so so I just want to review scale degrees, which we referred to for our chord progression. So we're in the key of E major. Let's take a look at our E major scale degrees. So the 1, you'll see these Roman numerals. If it's an uppercase set, it basically refers to a major chord. And for a lowercase, it means we're going to have a minor chord. So right now, let's just look at these notes. So starting with our 1, E, F sharp, G sharp, 4 is A, 5 is B, 6 C sharp. Okay, we don't need 7, it's not called for. So what we need is our 6. So our 6 is going to be this C right here. So what I'm going to do is play it right there. But what I'm asking for with this chord progression, I need a chord, and I need a root position triad. A triad is going to be 3 notes. The root is going to be on the bottom, and there are going to be 2/3 stacked above it. As such, there's the 3rd, and there's the 5th. So this is my first chord. I'm now going to go into my second chord. I'm looking for the 4 right here. It's an A. So I'm going to play an A. And I'm going to add my 2/3 to create the chord. There we go. Finally, not finally, but the second last chord is going to be an E major chord, the 1 with its 2/3 above it. And then finally the 5 chord. The 5 is B. So I'm going to play that B triad right here. Okay, so there we have the 4 chords. But now, what I need is the best inversion, the voice leading version. And what I have is my beginning chord, it's given. So I need to find the right inversion for the next chord. Let's have a look. What do these chords have in common? Well, I can see that this E is in common. It's also in the next chord, as is this C sharp. So if those 2 chords remain the same, this C sharp should be the bottom of this chord. Therefore, this bottom note should go up an octave. So that would give us the following chord. As you can see, C is in common, E is in common. The G sharp goes up to that A. Let's look at the next chord. The next chord, what do they have in common? Well, we have an E in this chord. We have an E at the bottom of this chord. So what we want to do is move this E up so that it corresponds with this E. The rest of the chords should follow suit. So here I will put my E here. I can see it has this in common. For some reason it's invisible, don't worry about it. All I need now is the other 2 members of this triad. Well, I've got the E, I need a G sharp, and I need a B. The G sharp is going to be close to this A, so I'm going to add it up here. And the B will be right here. For the last and final chord, it looks like this B. This chord looks very similar to this chord, so I think that will be the same one. I think we'll be fine with this. Okay, there we have our best inversion. So look at those notes. Okay. Now let's talk about this anticipation rhythm that's real popular with bands and with sort of rock music and any performed music in small combinations. The rhythm is going to sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so what I want to do is key in these chords, but with this rhythm. And that's going to look something like this. So there we have it, and we can hear that. So I'd like you to play this, try to get a feel for it. I've actually written the wrong chords, haven't I? What a shame. I'm sorry about that. This should actually be... Okay, so what this should sound like is 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now I'm going to try to play this rhythm. The rhythm of this is ba 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 ba. Now I'm going to play it. Sorry. Okay, I'm not going to try to click at the same time. Okay, so that's basically how we get our keyboard part for this assignment. We're going to play that into Logic when we open Logic and we get that going. The other thing I want to talk about was this bass part. We'll come back to this. This is the double clave that we will use for our keyboard gate instrument. So da 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 da. Okay, but let's look at our bass line. Basically, no joke, no pun intended there. What I need are the roots. So it's almost the same as what we saw here, but we would be calling out for the roots of these chords. So the root of the 4 is going to be an A. I'm following that rhythm above. And then up to the 1. And there it is. Oh, I need to finish this. So, there we go. So we are going to use that as our bass instrument in Logic. Okay, great. I'm going to finish this video and then do the other one with Logic.